Yeah, mine too.
Welcome back. It's 7:19, and I want to thank Nick with Crosstown Traffic and JoJo Collins from the Collins Brothers Band and Harlan Rice from Dexter Thomas Band for coming in, telling us about the big event coming up at the Boogie at the Barn for the local Veterans Home. And that's this Saturday, and you guys will have to go out and boogie now.
You know what? They were fantastic.
They were.
They kind of inspired a sort of what we call an epiphonic experience.
Epiphonic?
right.
I haven't heard that
I
word in a
love
while.
the Collins Brothers Band. Of course, you've probably heard about this, that Ryan and I aren't doing movie reviews anymore.
We've actually
because,
given it up and found our true calling.
Which is music
well,
critics?
we're going to
It's
be,
absolutely-
they're opening up for us at Boogie at the Barn.
Are they really?
We've got a new group called Stan and Dan.
That's right. Now, Dan and Dan, a lot of people don't know this, but we are actually inspired by our great-grandparents' favorite gospel band.
That was
Stan
me.
and Dan. They're
Stan
also
and
called
Dan.
Stan and Dan.
That was
We're
me.
excited. You know, we've just pressed our first set of CDs.
We
that we're
recorded
about to
for
give
Warner
out to
Brothers. That's
everybody.
true. We did.
And
exciting.
you know, so we're glad we're going to be debuting a new song. You might have heard of it. It's called "Sweet Tennessee Lullaby." Just wrote that, and yeah, it's already kind of making the rounds. There's a lot of good musicians in town that are covering it.
A lot of
And
good
stuff like
musicians
that.
are doing
Yeah.
it. That's amazing.
very
Well,
popular.
it was good of the
So
Collins
this is
Brothers.
this is our last movie review because
Really?
we're hitting the road.
You got to hit the.
It's
Got,
Stan and Dan.
wait. Did you get a bus?
We got a bus.
You got to see.
It says Collin Brothers on the side, and
It's really a Vanagon, to be honest.
Vanagon.
right.
That's-
Well, what
those
we've
are
got.
hit.
Look, okay, we've got my car. There's a little trailer behind it. It pulls
So you're
my
not-
12-string.
you're not
and
taking
the
your
Slinky
pickup there.
6-string.
Right.
And you know, we're gonna hit the road. The world needs to hear.
They need to. Yeah.
This,
they
this
need to hear
music.
what you have to say.
They do.
We are.
That's
We're
amazing.
doing what they call bringing the people home.
Okay.
They love it. They love to boogie, Dan.
Well, they obviously
The
do.
people love to boogie the way you love talking monkeys.
And they,
It's true.
any movie with a talking monkey, I'm there.
I know.
Yeah. See.
You know what else I heard? I heard that someone in this room, Daniel, went and saw a movie in Aromascope.
I did. I went last weekend to see Spy Kids.
It was in 4D. The fourth D, of course, being Dan.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And they give you this little card, and it has numbers 1 through 8, and then it'll flash on the screen whenever they're doing something in the movie with some kind of aroma to it.
And you have to scratch
And
the
then
number.
you scratch it when the number flashes, and I scratched all 8 of them, and they all smell the same.
What'd
I
they
think
smell
the
like?
problem was that you scratched all 8 at once.
No. You only wait and scratch it when it flashes, but they all smell like ladies' perfume to me. So
But it was good.
which was nice.
But you like it was
Nice. I'm a fan of the ladies' perfume.
yeah, especially if there's a red
Love that
attached.
notebook.
It's right. Every time Jessica Alba came on screen, it flashed 1 through 8.
Yeah,
You just
there you
scratched.
go.
So what'd you think?
It was a tongue-in-cheek movie. It was fun. It's great escapism. I would recommend it for family and kids. But what I liked about it, it ended up with a great focus on spending time with your family and how important that is to spend time with your family. And I was kind of taken aback by how overt that message was.
Did you take your family?
Well, no. my boys are a little too old to go to
Well,
a
you
Spy
know-
Kids movie with me.
Well, you know, that's why we're hitting the road as Stan and Dan. We are leaving our families behind to spread a message of spending time with your family.
It's true.
That's a great thing that you should do, and I'm so glad that you did. But I enjoyed it. But lest our time get away from us, we've got to talk about what's coming out this weekend.
Columbiana.
Columbiana.
Hate it. Here's the deal. Columbiana is a movie about a little girl whose parents are killed, and so she grows up to be an assassin with the sole focus of killing the people who killed her parents.
And so she goes to Colombia to live with the drug lords that
Oh, I've
murdered
seen the
her
trailer.
parents.
It reminds me of Jessica Alba, or whatever.
This-
Well, the
Yeah.
star is Zoe Saldana, who was Uhura in the new Star Trek
Right.
film, and was also Natiri, the main alien girl
She's
in
the main
Avatar.
alien girl in the Avatar.
Oh, well, even though you hate it, I predict if it's an action movie involving a beautiful woman, there'll be a lot of box office sales.
I think that you're
I think it's gonna fail.
overestimating it. It's up against a lot of great stuff, and you've also got Hurricane Irene that's going to shut down movie theaters all along the eastern
that's
seaboard.
true.
So it's got actually a lot of things working against it.
Yeah, okay.
The main thing that's working against it, Dan, is it's got a PG-13 rating.
Oh.
Now, the thing is that on a lot of movies, a PG-13, as you know, is the salvation of a film.
Right.
But on an action movie, it tends to be the kiss of death. It basically means there's not enough action.
Right.
So that's the first one. We both give this one a hate. Stay away from it.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it's very good.
Don't waste your money.
Second one up is Our Idiot Brother, starring Paul Rudd and Zoe Deschanel. And this one is about a guy who gets busted for marijuana, and he goes to jail and gets let out early on good behavior to find that his whole family has left him, his house is empty, and so he has to go crash on the couches of his 3 sisters. And wackiness ensues. That's a comedy plot right there.
That sounds like something I'd watch. I would see on maybe TV.
Maybe you would.
Maybe that's the route to go. We're conflicted on this one.
That's right. This is one where Slinky and I are split right down the middle.
Yeah, I got to say, I give it a hate. I think it's going to be like, it's going to attempt to be like a funny, wacky, pot comedy or a funny, wacky sort of comedy of like a Odd Couple kind of thing, and I just think that that's tired, and I don't think it's gonna go all the way.
I don't believe that it's going to go that route at all. I don't think it's really going to play up the drug aspect. From the reviews, I kind of get the feeling it's going to be more like a self-help film, like a What About Bob, where you've got this idiot brother who everyone thinks is an idiot, but in reality he has it more together than the rest of the family, and he brings the family together to learn to love one another. So I give this one a grade.
Okay, 2 minutes left. We got
That's
2
right.
more to
We
go.
got the last one.
No, 4 minutes left. We got 2 minutes apiece. Go ahead and tell us what number 3 is.
All right, number 3 is called Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. And this is directed by Troy Nixey, who's only directed a short film. But the short film was so good that it attracted the attention of Guillermo del Toro, who, of course, did Pan's Labyrinth and the 2 Hellboy movies, and is very, very famous for almost getting In the Mountains of Madness off the ground.
Right.
So anyway, but he's a great director, and he wrote this script and handpicked this guy to direct it. And it's a horror movie starring Guy Pearce, who is in Memento, and Katie Holmes, who was from
famous,
Dawson's
famous for marrying the Scientologist.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Who was that guy's name? What
Tom
was it?
Cruise.
I'm kidding, of course.
Yeah.
The guy that jumps on the couch.
I'm giving this one a great. This one didn't shy away from a PG-13 rating. It went full-on R rating, but it has no sex and no blood or violence. It's actually rated R simply because it scared the ratings board that much.
Really?
It is just a scary movie.
They were shooting for a PG-13 rating and ended up with an R. And instead of changing anything, they just went, well, maybe we succeeded.
Right, exactly.
I won't be seeing that one.
Well, it's about a little girl whose parents, Guy Pearce and Katie Holmes, they buy this house that they're going to flip, but they've got to fix it up first. And while they're fixing it up, they move in, and there are monsters there that are tormenting the little girl.
And only she can see the monsters at first. And so she keeps telling everybody, hey, there are monsters in the house. Nobody wants to listen to her. She is getting fantastic reviews. Everybody says that she is just wonderful to watch. I happened to see the short film that this director, Nixey, made that got Del Toro's attention, and I have to tell you, it was really wonderful. It was kind of whimsical, but also dark, and it was spooky. It was a very spooky short film. It's called Latchkey's Lament, and so if you want to YouTube it, it's out there. You can watch it for free and watch a short film. It's really, really good, and they say that it's a good picture of what this movie is going to be like. I give it a great.
And I agree. I give it a great too. Guillermo's got a great eye, and Guy Pearce is a great actor. The only thing that this movie has going against it is Katie Holmes, and I think we can look past her.
We got 1 minute left. The last movie.
That's it.
Oh, I thought you had 4.
No, is that why you were rushing
3.
us?
Yeah.
Because I felt like you were pressuring us to go faster.
Yeah.
I think
you
that gives
the
us
pressure,
time to launch into our first single.
Well,
Go ahead. I hum while he sings.
You didn't bring a
Are you
guitar.
ready? I don't
like
need
JoJo.
to.
No.
I don't need to.
You don't need a guitar.
No, are you ready?
I am. Are you
Okay.
ready?
You ready?
I'm ready.
Sing along if you know this one. This is the first single from Stan and Dan.
Sweet Tennessee Lullaby. 2, 3.
Oh, please.
It's a sweet Tennessee lullaby.
It is.
Sung in front of a fake picture of mountains. We love Dan Howe.
That's why we're giving up
We
movies.
love Dan Howe. Everybody loves Dan Howe so much.
Don't miss us at Boogie at the Barn. Obviously, Collins Brothers opening up for us.
Yeah,
it's
they're
be a good
staying
time.
away in droves now. Ticket sales just went.
You don't want to miss out on this. You don't want to miss out on this.
And you can find our album.
You guys hum in the background while we say goodbye. Give us some going away music.
www.standanddan.com.
We got to go. These guys are nuts. We'll see you on Monday. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.
That was good. I like that.